Hi, this is Mahesh Ravi, and it's a very special video today because I'm driving. I'm hearing a lot of questions from people lately asking that will AI replace designers? So that is not the right question that people should be asking right now at this point. The question needs to be, am I the kind of designer that AI will replace, right? Because let's look at it in a different perspective. So if you are a designer who is really good at the tool, really good at the illustration stuff, right? If you are really an expert in the pen tool, you know what to do if a client tells you everything about what to do, right? If that is a scenario, most probably you will get replaced by AI, because AI basically works on prompts and commands, and that's the exact same thing that you are doing right now. But imagine this scenario: you're really good at the concepts of design, you're really good at users, you're really good at understanding design styles and different philosophies of design. You know the psychology behind design, right? You know a lot of facts about design, you know the designers out there in the market, right? You know how to render a particular design style. If that is the scenario, then you will not be you will not be replaced by AI, because it's the creativity that matters, right? It is your creativity that matters. So what to do about it, right? So right now, what I would recommend every person or every designer out there is to get really good at the fundamentals of design, right? The contrast, hierarchy, how to work with typography, right? What are the different styles of design out there? What are the different ways that I can execute an idea? How to tell a story? How to actually integrate AI, and not to see it as a threat, but to incorporate that as a workflow, right? To improve your work speed, things like that. So if you are able to do this, right, AI cannot replace you, right? I'm not scared of AI right now, because see, driving this car is something that AI can do probably soon, and it's already doing it with Tesla and all that stuff. But and I'm not bothered about it right now, since this is not my profession. But this is something that AI can do. But design is not something like that, right? Design is not technical. Design is not a skill. Design means a lot more than skill. So yeah, here is my pitch, right? Something that I wanted to actually pitch it as an idea here. We just get so the pitch is like this, right? I'm going to give you 10 days of sessions. The details are there in the description, and you can see this in my site and all that. But I'm giving you 10 days of graphic design sessions, which will actually make you future proof, right? You don't have to then worry about AI, you don't have to worry about your career growth. So design is not pen tool, design is not Illustrator, design is not InDesign, design is not Photoshop, design is not a tool, right? It is a collection of concepts and workflows. It's a collection of knowledge. It's a collection of inspirations, right? And it's a really fun thing when you are actually working on design. It can be a meditative experience when you are solving your problems, when you're telling stories with different techniques, different narratives, right? So it's a fundamental skill that everybody should know. There is something called design panism, where the concept is like this: every problem in the world can be solved by designers, right? So which is very true. I mean, most of the things which are wrong here is because of poor design, right? So just go with design panism, learn design for 10 days, and you can definitely feel the difference, right? So don't worry about it. If you are really good at all those fundamentals and all that, you will never be replaced by AI, right? That's not going to happen. So you don't have to worry about AI getting better and better. It will. That's technology, right? When digital cameras came in, a lot of people said that, okay, this is going to ruin photography. Photography is not supposed to be digital. It needs to be taken in film and washed and processed and things like that. But you know what happened with DSLR cameras and all that. And when mobile phones started introducing cameras, those people who were using DSLR digital cameras said that, no, we cannot do this. Photography cannot be done in a phone. It needs a DSLR photographic specific camera and things like that. But we know there are photographers who actually work with iPhones right now. So this is an inevitable technology revolution in technology. So it will keep happening. Okay, so join this session, right? We'll have a lot of fun, and I know what I'm saying. So I've reached my destination. AI can replace me for him? No, right? It is not possible. It's a very special bone. So that's how we are, right? Right? Am I right? Yeah. See, AI cannot do this.